Today I'm going to talk about subtraction with regrouping across 0. And what that means is problems like this: 504 minus 368, 902 minus 198, 605 minus 487. It's where we see that we need to do regrouping and what you might call borrow or regroup from a 0, which can be a challenge, and it's pretty hard to explain, especially if you're asking for your parents to help you. They might not know exactly how to explain this, even though they know how to do it. They do it probably several times a week, but it's hard to explain when you haven't explained it before. So let's look at one of these problems right now: 504 minus 368. Well, of course, I see I have my greater number on top in my equation, and I've stacked the smaller number below. The first thing we do, of course, is to look at our ones place. But when I do that, I see that I have 4 minus 8, which I can't do. I don't subtract up. I can't do 8 minus 4. I can only subtract from the top down. So since I can't do that, I know I have to go next door and take 10 more. But I've got a 0. How do I do that from 0? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on over until I get something I can take from, a 5. And I'm going to put a box around this. 50. I can take 1 from 50. 50 minus 1 is, do you know what it is? 49. Now I'm going to change this 4 to a 14. Remember doing that? 14 minus 8 is 6. And now I can do the rest of my equation. 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now I'm going to look at this. What I want to do is I want to check to make sure that it worked. And remember, when I'm checking a subtraction problem, I add these two bottom numbers, and I should come up with this as my answer. So let's see if that works. 368 plus 136. 8 plus 6 is 14. I regroup my 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. I regroup my 1 again. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. Look, it worked. Let's try another one. 902 minus 198. Well, again, I see in my ones place, I have 2 minus 8. I cannot do that. And so I have to regroup. I have to go next door and take 10 more so that I can make this 2 big enough to subtract 8. I can't do that with 0, so I move on over until I get to the 9. I'm going to put a box around these 2, and now I have 90. 90 minus 1 is 89. Now the 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 9 minus 9 is 0. 8 minus 1 is 7. So my answer is 704. Let's check. to make sure it works. Now I automatically put my greater number on top whether I'm doing addition or subtraction. It's just a good habit to be in. I'm going to add these two and hope that I end up with my whole number. 4 plus 8 is 12. I regroup my 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 9 is 10. Regroup my 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. It worked again. Now I want you to look at this problem. 605 minus 487. I'd like for you to try working that one out on your own. Make sure you show your work, show your regrouping, hit pause, and then hit play when you're finished working out your problem to watch me work it out and see if you did the same thing as me. Of course, I see that my greater number is on top, my smaller number is on the bottom. I look at the ones place and I see I cannot subtract 7 from 5. So I have to go next door and, it's a 0. So I have to go on over until I get something I can borrow from. I move my line across and I reach a 6 and I see I have the number 60. Now I can take 1 and move it over, which makes 60 59, which is 1 less than 60. My 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. Now I have to check my work, and this is an important step. I have to check to make sure I got the right answer. So I'm going to add 487 plus 118. I should get this answer. Let's see, 7 plus 8 is 15. I regroup the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. I regroup the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. I hope this clarifies how to do subtraction with regrouping across zeros. I know it can be a challenge, but do some practice. And when you come across a problem like this, you might want to ask someone to check over your work when you're done. And you can always look back at this video at how to do it. Have a great day.